Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you a very beautiful chess game. This is the game between Alexander Beliavsky and Alexander Strikovic that was played in Čačak in 1996. And where is Čačak? Čačak is a city in Serbia. Can you pronounce Čačak? Have a go. Čačak. Okay, let's have a look at the game. Beliavsky had white pieces and he started with d4. Strikovic played knight to f6, c4, g6, knight to c3 and bishop to g7. If d5 in this position, then we would have Grundfall defense. After bishop to g7, e4 was played, and that is preventing d5. Black played d6, and we have King's Indian defense. It is white to move. Knight to f3 is by far the most popular move in this position. But Beliavsky played h3. What is the purpose of this move? Well, this is his plan. He's going to play bishop to g5. If bishop is chased, it may go to h4, g3 and h2. Black continued per usual. Bishop to g5, c5 attacking white center, d5 closing the center, a6 preparing b5, white played a4, e6 attacking white center again, bishop to d3, pawn takes pawn. And how should white recapture? With c or with e pawn? If in doubt, capture towards the center, and this is the best move in this position. Rook to e8. Black is placing rook on the semi-open file, aligning it with white king. Knight to f3 and queen to b6, attacking pawn on b2. And how should white continue? How would you continue? Would you play queen to c2, defending the pawn, or would you castle? I think most people would play queen to c2. Beliavsky castled. He sacrificed his pawn on b2. So queen takes, attacking knight on c3, rook to c1, developing knight to d7, and now knight to d2. Knight may be coming to c4, and queen could be trapped. That's why black played queen to b6, knight to c4 attacking queen, queen to c7 and f4. Let's have a good look at this position. Does white have enough compensation for the sacrificed pawn? If you wish, you can pause this video and you can make your own conclusion. Or would you sacrifice a pawn to have this position as white? Okay, let's have a look at the game. Knight to b6, challenging knight on c4 and bringing bishop in the game. It is white to move, and he continued with very sharp e5, sacrificing yet another pawn. Knight takes on c4, bishop takes knight, pawn takes pawn, and it is white to move. I'm not going to call this a killer move, but this is a key move. And this is what white had in mind when he pushed pawn to e5. So it's not taking on e5. If pawn takes on e5, queen takes on e5, and black is okay. So white played d6, attacking queen. Queen to d8. Knight to d5, there is more pressure on the pinned knight. To prevent pawn takes pawn, e4 was played. It is white to move. How would you continue? Well, this is what white can do. Knight to c7 is forking both rooks. d7 is winning a piece. Let's have a look at this one. If d7, then bishop takes on d7, knight takes on f6, bishop takes, queen takes, and queen takes on d7. White has a piece for 3 pawns, but this is not what Beliavsky played. He played something else. Queen to b3. What is this doing? Well, pressure is now on pawn on b7, f7, and rook is coming to d1. Bishop to e6 was played, and now d7. Attacking rook. If rook goes to f8, then we will have this continuation. Knight takes on f6, bishop takes, and now bishop takes on e6. If pawn takes bishop, queen takes on e6, and white is winning. So in the game, black captured on d7, rook from c to d1, rook from f to d1 could be played also to d1, rook to e6, that is adding more protection to knight on f6, but f5 was played, attacking rook. Pawn takes pawn, and rook takes on f5, and there is more pressure now on the pinned knight. Well, it is very difficult for black, and he remembered saying, if in doubt, push the pawn. So he pushed to e3. It is white to move. How would you continue? Well, I think this is the most logical way to continue. Knight to f6. Knight captured on f6, and now bishop is attacking rook. Rook takes on f6. And how would you continue now? I think first move that comes to mind is to take that rook with bishop. It doesn't look like a bad move. If bishop takes on f6, bishop takes bishop, rook takes bishop, queen takes on f6, rook takes on d7, and white is better. But Beliavsky wasn't in a hurry to capture the piece. He played rook from f to d5. b5 was played. Rook takes on d7, attacking queen. Queen to e8. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. Queen takes pawn on b5. e2. And white captured pawn on e2. And black resigned. Black resigned because he is losing in all variations now. I can't show you all variations, just the cute one. Let's say that black wanted to save his rook, and he plays rook to f5. Then we would have rook to d8, rook takes rook, rook takes rook, queen takes, bishop takes. So position is hopeless for black, and he resigned. And that was absolutely brilliant game by Alexander Beliavsky, wasn't it? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.